Hey guys, welcome back. We have another block succulent. This one is the Parodia Rosarioana or something like that. It looks like a little cactus with a flower. But these are from Five Below. They were $3.25. They're made by Block Tech. They're the block succulents. They have all of these different ones. If you watch my channel, there will be one for the Echeveria, and then there will be one for the Irish Rose. They did not have the Crown of Thorns, and they did not have the Venus Flytrap, or I would have gotten both of those. I really wish they would have. This one, this pig's ear with these little pink things, they were like clear, translucent. They were pink, but they were translucent, and they looked really gross. So I did not get that one. And then they also had this devil's horns, but it didn't look like very much fun to put together because there was only just like some long strips. But that is what it is. So we're going to put this one together. This one only has 75 pieces. Alright, see here. We got, I'm out of there. Alright, so we got 2 bags. If you watch any of my videos, I always open my bags first. And I separate everything by color. Oh no, we have to pop some stuff out. Oh, I hate it when you have to do that. Okay, let's put that to the side. Oh, these are smooth. These are for our pot. There's some big pieces on this, like some big flats on this one. Okay, we have 2 of our wheels. Oh, look how pretty that is. I've never seen that color in a Lego before. That is such a pretty color. It's like a salmon-y color. And look at these guys. Usually when we get these, they're like half this tall. And I'm guessing this is probably like a center of a flower. Alright, we've done a lot of flowers on this channel. I've done a lot of flowers. So, a lot of these pieces, like these and this, those are pretty common flower pieces. Alright, so we'll put that over there. And we'll go ahead and we'll open this other bag. Because, I'm trying to keep a boundary over here. So I don't want to go too far off my boundary. Open this one. Because this company apparently does like one bag with your big pieces and then one bag with your tiny pieces. Make sure we didn't leave anything in the bags. Alright, so I'll put all these little other colored pieces over here. Yeah, these little things look like bananas. I know these are petals, but they look like little flat bananas. Alright, so see, here's our circles that we usually get. And a smooth circle, we get those a lot. Oh, there's another banana. These little dots with the claw, we get those a lot. Yeah, we have 2 different colors of dots with claws this time. Okay, there. Oh, you get over here. I love that companies include these smooth pieces now so that everything looks more finished. Because I remember as a kid, like, you would build your stuff, but you would still see all the dots. Like, there would not be any smooth pieces. You would see all your dots. Alright, so here is our little instructions. So this one has 13 steps. Step 1 is literally take this. That's step 1 right there. We got that guy. Okay. Step 2, we're going to use 8 of these. This was not quite a fire hydrant. It only has dots on 3 sides instead of 5. But it has the circle, or the hole in the bottom. It has 2 smooth sides and then 2 sides with dots and a dot on top. And if we look here, we're going to put our dots to the outside. So we're going to put one in each corner. And with the single dots, you gotta kind of work a little hard to, or a little bit, to make sure they're lined up flat or lined up straight. And then we are gonna do another one on top of that. So try to make sure they are flush with each other. So that our next step, everything snaps on. All right, so there we go. So we got our little pillars, and it has the little copyright stuff on there. So there's our pillars. And now we're gonna take our other big flat and we're gonna put it on top. All right, so now we have made like a little house, like an empty building. There we go, I like this color. All right, so next we're gonna take one of these, which is very similar in size, but it's a 4x6, and this one is a 6x6. So it's gonna go right in the middle. And then we're gonna take two of these 1x4s and put them on the side so we have one single dot in each corner. Pushing these flats together, to me, is the hardest thing. Alright, so the two side pieces went together easy, but the middle one is a little bit of a gap, but we'll get it together as we put. I don't want to push too much in the middle because I don't want to push it loose from the sides. Alright, so now we are here. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to take these last four of these, of our little fire hydrants. I'm going to put those back in the corners again. Nice snap there. That just means everything's kind of lining up appropriately. And then we're going to take our other 4x6. And it is gonna go opposite of that one. Good deal. So by putting it opposite of the other one, we are connecting all of these center pieces, or all of these pieces together. You know, I like stability. Anytime that we have a piece that bridges any sort of gap, that's a good, like any sort of connection right there, that's always a good thing. Now these are not wanting to go together. This is hurting my hands pushing this together, and it's not wanting to go together. And then we got these two, the last two 1x4s. They're gonna go on the sides. Alright, so now we're here. So now we got like a parking garage thing going on here. Alright. Alright, and now we're going to take these four smooth square 1 dots and we're going to put those in the corners. So we're already doing some finish work on our pot by putting these little dots on. So now our corners are covered and they are smooth. This one's crooked, but there we go. Alright. And now we're also going to take these two red dots and these two gray dots. So the gray dots are smooth, but the red dots have a dot on top. And so we're going to spread those out around. So on this side, we're going to get a red dot here. So it's not at the back, it's on the next one. And on this side, we're going to put the red dot at the front. I think these are just decoration. I don't think these actually have anything to do with the build itself, the structure. So on the back, we're going to put our gray dot here. So we have one here and two here. And on the front, the gray dot goes here. So 1 there, and then 2 here. So we have 2 and 1, and then this one goes all the way in the front. I don't know why that one goes all the way in the front, where the others are kind of a little closer to the middle. And now we have 12 of these pretty purple smooth pieces. And it looks like we're going to put 3 on each side. So this is going to look like a little crate, like a little wooden crate when we're done. So 1 and then 2. So it's going to be 1 and then 2. So there's a little gap there. So let's do that. It's going to take me a second. I don't know that I like that these only are attached at one spot, but these are decoration. These aren't structural, but still. I like stability in my builds. I like when there is not huge gaps, but I understand. I mean, this is all wasted space, so there's no point in, there's not anything in there that's going to help the flower or the cactus. So there's no point wasting bricks putting them in here. So, especially, this thing was $3. Like, let's not complain, because if they'd have added more bricks in there that were unneeded, the price would go up. So, I'm going to go across here. And it's all covered up now. Plus, if this was a real succulent, succulents don't need that much dirt. They really only need enough dirt and stuff to hold them up, so you could actually have a bunch of space in the bottom. But there's like a gap here, a gap here. This is covered, but you can see through the others. So this is what we're working with so far. So there we go. Now, next we're going to take one of our wheels and all 3 of our small circles. And we're going to put a small circle, then the wheel, then 2 circles. So, wheel, circle. Oh, God, this is hurting my hands. These are so, sharp. Like all Legos, bricks, all that kind of thing are sharp, but the cheaper ones are, like, super sharp. Okay, so now this is going to go right in the middle. Yeah, don't want to press too hard because, you know, there's nothing under, there's just a couple layers under there, not a whole lot. So there we go. So now we are done with the front of our little sheet here. Alright, so now we need these 4. We need 4 of each of these, each color. They look exactly the same, they're just 2 different colors. And then we need our dots with the claws of each color. So we're going to put this part of this step, looks like a slipper almost, on the dot. So we're going to fill that in. So we have this. So here's our claw, and then the dot, and then our slippers. We have a nice full flat piece or smooth piece here that's going to go on. So let's make all of those first. And then we will start sticking them on. These are a little bit easier to get straight because there's not as much room for the claw to turn. Alright, so we got 4 of this like minty green and then 4 of this highlighter green. And we're going to stick them on there, rotating each color. So we're going to go mint green, highlighter, mint, highlighter, all the way around. And it looks like the smooth part goes out and the dots go towards the center. So, there. I don't think it matters which order you put them in. Just get them on there. Kind of get them towards the middle. These, like I I've said on other ones, sometimes it matters how close you get them to the center based on how wide your petals are. But this one, there's quite a bit of room in between. So if they're not dead center, it's going to look a little bit off. But it's not like you can't finish your thing. Like I've had some where the petals were so big that if I had to like scooch them little bits at a time to get all the petals in there. So there's that part. So now we're going to take this bubble looking piece that has the 1 dot and the 4 openings, and this tall guy here, and then our other wheel. So the wheel is going to go on the bottom, and then the tall guy, and then the single dot. So I'm going to stick these together first so I have something to hold on to. Okay, so we have this now. It's like a little, looks like a little bomb with like a octopus on the bottom. And that's gonna go in the middle here. Okay. So now we have another row where we're gonna put petals. So that is more than likely gonna be our bananas. So our bananas go next. And the curvy side, the fat curvy side is going to go out. The smooth curvy side is going to go in. So let's put all of our bananas on. There's supposed to be 8. Trying to get them towards the center so that they look all uniform. Because flowers in nature are pretty uniform. Mother Nature does a pretty good job with symmetry. I mean, you do get some sometimes that are like really wonky, like it's missing a petal or one petal's like gigantic. But for the most part, flowers tend to be pretty symmetrical. Alright, so yeah, that looks pretty good. It does show them pushed to the center. I don't know that they need to be all the way in the center. Let's pull them out a little bit because I think we still have some other stuff to stick on top. So let's give it a little bit of room where we can stick that other stuff on top. Alright, so now we're here. We're going to scoot up here. So now is where we add our pretty pink flower. And we're going to use this smooth piece that has 1 hole and then the 4 openings. We're going to use our pink little single dot here and 1 of our flowers. We only need 1 of these. So I'm really surprised they gave us 4, but maybe it's just easier to ship it this way. I don't know. But so we're going to pop 1 of these out. I do like these though. I'm going to definitely stick them in my extra piece bucket. And maybe I'll find something else to do with them. So this piece we're going to turn upside down. So our smooth is on the bottom. And then we're going to take our flower, because if you see our dots are on the bottom of our flower. So we're going to flip our flower or flip our smooth piece over and stick our flower to it. Okay, and then our dot goes in the center, so there's a dot here. We're going to put the open part down. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to do it that way. Oh, nope, it does matter. Dun, 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 dun. No, I can't get this off. Okay, so it does matter. We have to put the solid dot down because the open dot is where our flower is going to sit. Duh. Okay, so let's do that first. So we're going to take our flower, has a little peg on the bottom. We're going to stick it into this hole. And then we're going to take this whole little piece and we're going to stick it in the center of our flower. Like so. So now we have this dainty little flower. This would actually be really cute as like a magnet. Like I put a magnet on the back and stick it on your refrigerator. So that, and then this has a hole, and then we have this one open dot here, and this is just gonna sit right on top. And let's kind of pull these up a little bit. Not too much, but just so it's not quite so open. There we go. All right, so those all line up pretty good. So here we go. We can see some of our little pebble, I guess these are like little colorful pebbles or whatever in our dirt. We have our smooth sides. We have all of our succulent leaves and our pretty pink flower. And then we have 3 of these left over. That would be great additions to other brick sets, block sets. And here we go. So that's what we ended up with. Alright, well thank you for watching. Like I said, these are from Five Below. There's all these different options. My Five Below, the last time I went, didn't have these anymore. I think they might have had one devil's horn left, but they had moved on to something else. So I don't know if these are even available anymore. There's our barcode if you want it. These are made by RMS International. They are made in China, like everything. But yeah, it was $3.25. We got this little guy. That's about how big he is. My hands are small. Here's my Apple Watch, if that helps. I have the old Apple Watch, so it's the 43 millimeter, I think. But there you go. Thank you for watching. There is a Echeveria Noble Red and an Irish Rose also going to be on the channel. Have a great day.